Hey guys, Mike here. Starting off with the SPY. I don't have the 200 day on this chart, but the SPY bumped its head on the 200 day and I'll show you intraday. Literally right after it hit it, just the bottom fell out and the afternoon was pretty dead. Because of that, I think there was nothing setting up, nothing triggering, but that's fine because if something doesn't trigger, I don't take a trade, right? But some highlights from the day today in case any of you guys didn't make it to chat. You should show up to work because I'm starting with mine. Probably the best call of the day. I hate to pat myself on the back. No, I don't. I love patting myself on the back. Anyway, Bed Bath and Beyond. I typed out right there. Screenshot from chat. Opening range breakout has yesterday's high above. So the opening range breakout would have been over 1690 over this kind of tight little range, and 1705 was yesterday's high. It's already on watch. It's already been squeezing, and so you can see what happens when it breaks 1690. Ended up going up over 28 at one point. Let me bring this one over. VERU. Ben L. He's starting to make more than one watch list, or not watch this video. Yeah, watch this video recap, so to speak. And this is how we spot rising stars in the chat room, right? When they start appearing on multiple videos. Hey, look what this person called. Ben L. I love the call. 21 second mouse with the next cat, meaning next catalyst, 2112, which will be over the high of day. And again, it's not just some random ticker. That just happened to have a whole number second mouse setup. It's the other part of the equation is it's a recent high flyer. It's an in-play stock. That's really, really important. So look what happens when it breaks 21 the second time. Beautiful call by Ben. Ends up going up all the way to 24-ish. Let me slide this one over to prove that sometimes our calls are made by several people. Peter C. put Fubo on watch. It wasn't on any of my watch lists, I don't believe. Not going into today. He posted relative strength through 475. Kind of put it on people's radar, right? Then Sahil posted Fubo, topped out at 5. We love whole number inflection points, especially on stocks that are in play. And then Nick finally gave the idea, Nick C. Fubo over 5. Look what happens when it breaks 5. I mean, it just went nuts, right? So there's a few highlights from today. You know what? I didn't even talk about REV, which was probably my biggest gainer of the day. Cyrano, another rising star in the chat room, posted REV. Opening range breakout is what he was looking at. It says basically a narrow range. Let me scoot that over. So the early high was 848, and big mover yesterday was, again, already on the overnight watch list, already in an in-play stock, not some random stock, right? So basically the idea was basically over 850. I'll just round up. And Cyrano put it on all of our watch, and I actually nailed this. I actually got filled like right at 850, and ended up going up to almost 11. That was my biggest gainer today. And a lot of my biggest gainers are you guys posting stuff that I maybe wasn't even watching or didn't see. So the teamwork holds true again. So guys, what do you want to watch tomorrow? And let's do this all over again. I'm looking forward to it. I've got kind of a long list, so let's get to it. MEGL. Now this is a weird looking chart, right? But had that big rip yesterday from 925 to 1849. Today gapped up, which took some of the oomph out of it and ended up closing in the 14 area. But for me, going to 15-minute candles, let's get that crazy action out of it. You had that big rip and the gap up. If you look at the 2-day range from basically down here to up here, it's basically in the middle of the 2-day range, right? So absolutely worth watching as a day trader going into tomorrow. Which, by the way, I almost called Tuesday, and tomorrow's Wednesday. So that's one. IONQ, big breakout today. We're going to look for any kind of follow-through setup tomorrow. ARTL. I think this is a recent reverse split, but I'm not positive. So my chart's a little weird on it, but definitely massive volume today. Closing well off its highs, though, but let's keep it on a chart because you guys know what to look for, right? BCAB, big breakout today. I think it was Cyrano again. They called this back through 9 right here. But I'll tell you what, I actually lost 82 bucks on this. But then I called the pullback play right here, FI's buy zone, and you could have had a really nice trade there if you took it. Anyway, it's what I call stupid extended. So I doubt I'll trade it tomorrow. I'd like to see a couple day pullback then it might be one of my favorites, right? APRN, massive move today, closing well off its highs though. I think they're doing some kind of presentation tomorrow, so that's important to be aware of. But let's watch that one. Closed at 538. Speaking of presentations, Fubo, I put in the chat that it was called in the room over 5, but I put in the chat when it looked probably like this. I found a tweet that said, "Hey, at 2:30 today, they're doing some kind of presentation." So for me, and I don't short, but that's a no-brainer short right around 2:30 because of the run-up into it. Kind of a sell the news scenario. But again, I don't short, so I didn't do anything with it there. But certainly worth watching tomorrow. But my point is, APRN, if it gets some kind of run tomorrow and we figure out what time that presentation is, I don't want to hold anything into a presentation, especially after a big run-up, right? All right, so back to Fubo. I want to watch that one tomorrow too, FUBO. GROV, kind of interesting. Had a big rip back here, a big rip here. Had a nice pop back here. Looked like it was rolling over, and it's curling back up. So that one's kind of interesting to me. INKT also had a big rip yesterday, inside day today, but went out at the highs. So let's keep our eyes on that one. GEO, I don't think it opened at 680 like this chart shows. If we go to 5-minute candles, it actually opened at 834. So there's just a symptom of my chart being messed up. I don't, so I can't really tell what the chart should look like, but it's holding up pretty well. So we're going to watch it. KIRK, I think somebody posted bigger short position than usual, and a nice pop, big volume. So this is, for some reason, with the short position and it's got a smaller float. And on top of that, my wife likes the store. And she's a good stock picker without meaning to be. Over the years, whenever she likes the store, and I'm not an investor, I'm a day trader, so I'm in cash every night. But usually that stock does pretty well. Anyway, KIRK, definitely one of my top watches tomorrow, even though it closed well off its highs. EAR, nice pop today. Looking for a follow-through day tomorrow. I think in after hours. No, it's about flat in after hours. WEBR, big short position posted in that one today, or tweeted about on that one today, and a pretty strong close. We're going to watch that one. Couple more. GOEV, potential gapper tomorrow, although closed at 396 and is trading at 415. When I put this on the gap playlist, it was over 450. So we'll just keep an eye on it. We'll put it on the gap. We'll see if it's gapping in the morning. And then lastly, SAVA, also gapping in after hours, trading at 2450 right now. Big insider purchase there. So we'll put that on the gap playlist. We'll see if it's gapping in the morning. Let's do what we always do, guys. Let's add gappers in the pre-market, build a list, and look for A+ setups as the day unfolds. Teamwork's been amazing. Let's not stop that. And I'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.